Okay guys, back out at it again. This is hunt9. Won't talk too much because unfortunately the weather's pretty bad today. It's kind of windy, although I've just got a break, so I'm going to quickly do the introduction. Anyways, basically I've fixed my little spade, put a T on there and fixed it nicely down there. It seems to be pretty sturdy, so see how that holds up today. First finds, yeah, come on, first find, here we go. It's a little one rice fennec. I think it's it's what's the focus? Yeah, not in the best of condition unfortunately, but we'll give it a clean up and see what it's like at home. Where I am is the path in the center of the field. I've come down here and I thought, okay, I'll chuck the bike over here and I'll do this little quadrat here. I guess it's loaded with trash on this path. I've just dug out a whole bunch of these little foil candle holders, and yeah, it's basically loaded with trash on this path, so I'm going to try to avoid this little path here and do this little quadrat in here, up to the pole over here, which is where I ended in the last videos. I didn't quite finish off on Hunt 8 the other evening. I didn't get to finish the quarter, so I'm going to do this little section here first, head over there and finish up this half. I've got a couple of hours free today, so we'll see how it goes. I think I'll get in about 3-4 hours today, so hopefully something good comes up. Should be about 3 hours. Alright, anyways, see you at the next find. Okay, sun's come out, which is pretty good, so I might get a little longer here than I thought. Next find, where are we? Here we go. It's a, looks like a little spoon or fork handle. Okay, got a nice little pattern, could be old. Yeah, anyways, on to the next. Okay, hey guys, I gave up on the section next to the path. It's school's out time, and a whole bunch of kids keep riding past and are interested in what I'm doing, so I decided to come back up to our tree and continue the L shape that I was doing off here, make sure I get this little center section done, and then I'm going to head up to the forest. Just found another tarpaulin ring, what am I talking about, World War II Triangle 10 ring. Okay, I don't usually show them, but I haven't been finding much, so I thought I'd throw it in. Alright, anyways, let's see if we can find something good. On to the next. Okay, just picked up this massive piece of shrapnel. Look at that. That is huge. It's a keeper. Okay, on to the next. Okay, next interesting find. What is this? It's pretty thin and pretty fragile, but it's molded with a pattern. I just found the same item. I'm not sure if that's coming up. Yeah, just found the same item, only smashed to bits. It's pretty brittle, and I just found the plow must have gone over whatever it was that I just found before. Only smashed up, but this one's in good condition. Needs a clean. We'll have to have a look what it is. Okay, on to the next. Okay, next find is a nice little bag seal. Check it out. The bag's not clean enough to read anything, but the front's got some little bit of writing on it. Needs a good clean to find out what it is, but I like these bag seals, so I'm going to see how much information I can get about them. Once I get back, I've got to put all the ones that I've found so far together and do a bit of research one day. Anyways, on to the next. Hey, that's a nice big bullet, isn't it? Just found this one. It's very fat. I guess that's a wild boar bullet, yeah? They hunt boars with big stuff like this, don't they? Alright, no ideas. Nice one though. On to the next. Okay guys, unfortunately today's been a bit of a dud hunt. If you look how long the grass is now. Hold on, there's my boot. You can see the grass is really up at the moment, and it's making it really hard to swing through it, and I guess I'm losing 5 centimeters of minimum, no, probably 5, 6, 7 centimeters of search depth. So unfortunately I haven't come up with a lot of good finds on this hunt. It's now been about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and I've kind of had enough. I guess with this field I'm gonna have to wait until they cut it for the winter. Maybe come back in the winter. We'll see what happens. But it's not all bad. I just came across something awesome. Another of these little bells. Check that out. Hold on a second. Let me. It's not even cleaned or anything. Maybe I'll give it a quick scrub and then get back to you. Oh my goodness! This is in really good condition. This is a, I believe it's called a Crotal Bell. It's one of the bells that was used on horse-drawn carriages to, I guess, make others aware that it was coming so they don't run anyone over. Look at that! It's got a marking in it. I'm guessing that's either an HW or an MH. Probably an MH. Although I believe these are numbered upside down. I was reading up about them. This is in beautiful condition. This is much better than the other one that I found a couple of hunts ago. But not only is it better, like the one that I had was like in incredible condition, I thought, but this one's almost immaculate. I don't believe it at all. That's sweet. Awesome. I can't wait to go home and clean it up. I might go home right now and clean it up. Alright, we'll see. Catch you later. Okay guys, wrap up for hunt number 9. Here it is. Gotta be honest, after finding the Crotal Bell, I could not be bothered continuing. It's pretty windy, getting late and cold, and I gave up. I wanted to get home and clean it. Alright, basically here it is. Let me show you what I got here. This is the overall run. Just going through them quickly, a couple of studs and a little washer and yeah, bits and pieces there. Another tent ring from the German World War II tents. This little bullet here. Initially I thought it was a hunting bullet, but I think this is similar to what they find in the US and call, what do you call it? They call them Civil War bullets. So I'm not sure what this bullet was used for, but I need to work out what these fat things, 3 rings were called, or used for. Alright, a couple of bits of shrapnel. You know I'm starting to collect these big bits. Yeah, beautiful. Found a ring of some kind. Pretty big, you can see the size there. Possibly farm stuff, not sure. This is the intact piece of whatever I found. I found this piece intact, alone. I believe it could be a foot of, say, a 3 or 4 foot vase or something like this. It's not clear whether that's flattened at the bottom or not because it's got a bit of junk on it. But possibly that was, you know, like a foot of something. It doesn't kind of look right if it's held upright, so I believe it went this way. About a meter or 2 away from where I found that one, I found the smash piece. And these were all found within a square foot of each other. They just kept ringing up. I'd find one, shoot over it again with a detector, and it'd tell me there was more in there. That's what I found all up. This is the largest piece. But you can see it's like a hollow cast. And I don't know if it's lead or not. I think it's lead, but it's pretty light because it's fairly thin. So I'm not sure. But we get to speculate on this one, what it is. Yeah, who knows. On to the next. I have these, a couple of spoon handles, bits and pieces. This one being the most unique of all because it's very thin, incredibly thin. Very nice. And it looks copper as well. Beautiful little piece, unfortunately not a hole. Little bit of bronze here, which I thought was interesting to show. You might think that's a bit of junk, but that's possibly something medieval and of value, if you know what it is. You can see it's got a break down the side there. It's very uniform, which makes me think that it was a snap. It snapped off at some point, but Yeah, it almost looks like stone, doesn't it? Alright, anyway, there's this piece. Someone might be able to help me with that. Found this little one here, which I believe is some kind of, you know, yeah, little direction handle or controller of some kind, whatever it is, I don't know. If you look closely, the design is kind of, it's being wound around, but it's very thin, and it's stamped. It's stamped, if you look here, if the camera wants to focus on it, come on, where is it? The very bottom there, it's stamped 900, there it is, that came up. Stamped 900, which means it's 90% silver, so another bit of silver to add to the silver junk pile. That's nothing useful. Bag seal, nice one, nice design, not in the best of condition, but another one for the collection. Cleaned up okay. It's got something up there, I can't remember what it is, it's 3AP or something like this. Again, I'm going to get all these together and try to research them once I can get a bit of extra time. That'll be my winter project, I think. Another one, rice pfennig. It's got to be late 1800s, 1900, early 1900. Can't get the date off of it, but this looks like a good candidate for some vinegar and salt solution. About the vinegar and salt solution, you guys recommended that. Thank you very much. I've tried the vinegar and the salt, but I'm a bit iffy on the results you get out of it. I did a couple of copper coins with it. Some Weimar Republic early 1920s, 23, 24 coins. I did a Renton pfennig with it as well. They came out all mixed. The problem I had with that is that I think I might have used here in Germany we have two kinds of vinegar. One's the vinegar we use for cooking, which is like a 5% acidity, basic balsamico kind of vinegar. And then we have a cleaning vinegar, and this is a 25% acidity solution, and it's pretty tough. Now, I didn't think anything of it, and I went ahead and used the cleaning vinegar, but I believe it might be a little strong. Maybe someone can let me know whether what kind of vinegar they use. So they just use normal Basilico or salad vinegar or whatever, or do they use the cleaning one? Because my results were pretty rough on the coins, and I didn't like it. It really took quite a fair amount of the facet of the coin. The sheen was really ripped off it, and surface looked pretty bumpy and rough afterwards. I might have left it in for a little too long. This is something I need to find out. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I think I left them in 15 minutes. Maybe it was too long, I'm not sure. Anyways, I'll keep researching that and find out what the best way to do it is. But here is my star find. Let's try to get it close. This beautiful, beautiful Crotal Bell, which, thanks to the inscription on there, it's actually upside down. It goes this way. It's an HW. Now, I took my time. You might have noticed I did say I recorded this video a couple of days ago. I did a bit of research on it to try to find out what it was, whether it was an H and an M. But it's an H and a W. This just doesn't look like a big M and a small H. It just doesn't look like it would work. So I searched for HW, and luckily, look at the condition of it. Luckily, I found out some information on it, so I can share. Oh, come back. So I can share this information. Not sure if you guys who know, but will this show up? The UK Detecting Finds database is the website I used to find this. Let me just see if I can show you. There's a really brilliant article here on Crotal Bells. So if anyone's found Crotal Bells or wants to know about them, go to this one, UK Detective Finds Database. As I went down, I read through it all. No, that's not it, is it? This is the one. If you look here, you can see what they call the, I've highlighted that. It's what they call the sunburst decoration or sunburst design on it. And this is popular for the, if you can see, the 16th and 17th century crotal bells. Now, if I scroll down, I've actually got it here in another one. I searched through, and of the makers, this HW stamp was actually, if you can see it here, William Seller was the Sellers was the foundry that was based in York between 1683, 1687. Now, HW is not the usual stamp for William Seller's foundry. It was his foreman. He had an assistant foreman, and anything stamped HW was actually one of his assistants. Now, if I jump over to here, here's a bit more information on it. It turns out that this is the history of the particular William Seller's foundry. However, over here, 1683 to 1683 to 1687 was when the bells were marked HW, and this was under the name of his foreman. So, this little bell here, in such stunning condition. Sorry, my battery just went flat, so I had to cut it. This brilliant, absolutely brilliant crotal bell from somewhere between 1683 and 1687. That's a beautiful, beautiful piece of history. Look at that. And nicely stamped there. Incredible. I'm super happy with this one. This has got to be one of the best finds of the entire field, I think. So I'm very happy with that. If anyone has any comments on this one, I did get a couple of comments relating to this one. This was the older, or the first crotal bell that I found. Now, I thought this was an incredible find. Still rings. It's a bit rusted, the center section, but I thought this was an incredible find. But when you compare them, this new one just blows it out the water, doesn't it? The detail and the condition is just out of this world. For me, this is just beautiful. It's interesting, if you do get a chance and you're interested in these, go to the UK Detector Finds database site. It actually has the manufacturing process on there and how they're made and stuff. These were molded with the actual little bowl, the ringer. Inside was molded around the piece. The piece was actually set in sand, and the two holes on the side here have nothing to do with the sound. These were actually used in the manufacturing process to hold and position the inner ringer. If you're interested, look that up. But for me, that's solid gold right there. Look at that, beautiful. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. That's everything I've pre-recorded up to now. Now I'm just waiting for the weather to calm down, and once I get some time and some good weather, I'm going to get out and continue hunting with the new D-Tech coil. Until then, I will leave it there and say hope you enjoyed the video, and catch you at the next one.